Ahoy, Shipmates! Join me for day 4 of the unexpected cruise from Southampton to New York, not Boston, as originally scheduled on the Norwegian Aqua. Just started our crossing over the Atlantic, and as you can see, we've hit some really stormy, bumpy weather, some dramatic skies first thing this morning. The captain said that it was going to be a bumpy night, and it certainly was. As you can see, we're making our way across the Atlantic. There is a big low pressure storm system quite a long way to the north of us, but we're just sort of skirting through the tail end of it, and it's causing a rather lot of swell and bumps. Personally, I'm quite enjoying the ride. It's quite fascinating seeing the ship slam its way through the big waves and swells. They've bolted down all the furniture yesterday. All seems good this morning. It doesn't actually, this is from the bridge cam, it doesn't actually look that dramatic, does it? But trust me, you're talking sort of 5 metre wave heights there. Really quite impressive. Obviously, the first thing to do is to go and have breakfast. Now, this is in the aft of the ship, which, as you can see, is quite lumpy and bumpy. I think because of that, no one else was there. Really quiet. There's also the odd bit of wildlife in the sea as well, apparently. Right, my morning's exercise. Having a go at darts again. I wasn't doing very well. I blamed the movement of the ship for making things difficult. This is the main atrium on board, and it covers decks 8, 7 and 6. This is where you have the shopping, guest services, Starbucks, Penrose Bar, the casino, all merge in this centre here. During the day, there's often some live music being played, there's quizzes, and all sorts going on here. It's a real central hub of the ship. You can see lots of people reading. There's also some lovely seating here by the windows. Get a fantastic view as we are sailing across the Atlantic here. It's the home of the Belvedere Bar.
Hey guys, we're wanted, be careful.
Here's one of those live musicians. Of course, you have the obligatory fragrance shop. I did have a look at some of the prices, and I'm not really sure I know too much about prices of fragrances. It didn't actually look that cheap to me. Equally, it wasn't very busy either. There's also a number of watch shops along here as well. Some very lovely looking watches. I think I need a few more subscribers before I buy one of these. There's also this rather large jewellery shop as well. More watches for sale as well. The salesman was working really hard to encourage me to buy a watch. All sorts of interesting bits of jewellery if you're the favourite shipmate in your life. There's a whole sort of gallery section down the starboard side. There's daily auctions and all sorts of things going on. Quite busy they were, changing over the pictures in the morning here. There's even some little sculptures of a little dog here. And a coffee bean, getting a cup of coffee, which seems to be very important on board. You can see it's a very large open space, the atrium in the middle. We've got the second layer now, so the second level, this is deck 7. It's where the Starbucks is located. Not included in your More at Sea package. You have to pay for Starbucks separately. There's the cruise next. Is quite busy. And the shore excursions booth, not very busy because we're not going to shore. And something here advertising the all-new Norwegian cruise line app, which I've got a lot to comment about because it's not that good, I'd have to say. It's certainly got some flaws. And then there's this sort of thin shopping mall that goes down the centre of the ship, the gateway. And there's Once again, there's more outlets from the jewellery shop here. I notice nothing has a price on it, which makes me wary. As you carry on walking down this aisle, and there are more watches to be had. Hugo Boss watches. They were busy hard selling to someone else, so didn't get pressured as I walked along here. Then, on the opposite side, sunglasses, which as this ship will be based in the Caribbean, I think that's a fairly smart move.
The Invicta today are
More
up to
watches.
75% off, guys. Okay? Up to.
75% off. Wow.
Yeah, 75% off. Not really sure that's to the captain's taste. This is interesting. This is a pre-loved luxury. So these are all second-hand handbags. Or as the lady was telling us, they're really good condition. You wouldn't know. It's just their styles are a few years old. Then there's the more sort of general cruise ship shop here. And this carries lots of souvenir trinket. Hello, what's this? Captain's hat. Now, what do I do with that then? Let's see if it fits, shall we? I think it's a bit small. No, you have to try again, Captain. You look ridiculous. Soft toys. There's a plushy cruise ship. I don't think that's Norwegian Aqua. I think barrel design is not quite right. And looks like we've got a Captain Teddy. And another Teddy. I'm not sure if that one's the Captain Teddy or not. Maybe it's just a Navigator Teddy, that one. Whole host of drinking vessels here. All branded up Aqua. And this shop is full of all sorts of little trinkets. You've got tops and hats, hoodies. They seem quite well made. They've got all the logos are embroidered on. T-shirts, of course. Norwegian Aqua. I have seen quite a lot of the shipmates on board with the Norwegian Aqua clothing apparel on, so must be relatively popular. But I think probably I've decided that the best thing for the captain to purchase will be one of these beakers for my rum. Very understated, don't you think? A couple of models here. There's a glass model, which I think was around $130 US, and there's a little porcelain one, which I think was about $40. In the same shop, of course, there's a bit of a duty-free section. Pick up various different drinks, some spirits, chargers. I did notice they were out of seasickness pills on the second day, which I can't say I'm surprised. Tequila. There's also a cigar section. And there is actually a cigar room on board, which I must have a little visit to later. I'll have to pick up some cigars before I go there, but I think these would be the cigars for me, the rum-based cigars. Of course, they do have a rum section, though, not a particularly diverse selection of rum there, though. This looks like some special barrel Bacardi here. I was cajoled into going to a balloon making session. I made myself a sword. We had little pirate battles with these.
It's amazing!
And I even made myself a little doggy. I was quite proud of that. They didn't go pop either. Now this is a Mai Tai cocktail made with old croissants. It's very interesting. Then I had a banana rummer. Very tasty indeed, all at the Metropolitan Bar. Spotted my first ship at sea. Looks like a cargo ship, some way off in the distance there. Hadn't seen any traffic at all before this. It's been clear sailing. Treated myself to a little drink in the hot tub while continuing to view the sea passing by. Well, hope you enjoyed that with Shipmates. Until next time.